Hey guys, welcome to the channel. The Kevbot here. So I want to go and help some of you that are dealing with the Vanguard right now for this week. This week we have,
If you're here
let's see here,
I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. But I still
the
have a
Nightfall for
chance.
the Ordeal is the Mercury one. A lot of people tend to have troubles with this one, and I want to help anyone out who's having troubles for how I go about it. Um, I'm sure there's ways that are better than mine, but I want to give you just a couple tips and tricks and give you a quick little walkthrough of it and what guns I use and stuff like that. Now, you don't have to use the guns I have. If you don't have them, that's fine. But let me jump into my items real quick and show you what I have. So, two of the big things you're going to want is the overload rounds. This is if you're doing it above 750. And then the other one is the anti-barrier rounds. Those are both two of them that you guaranteed want. All the other ones are more what you prefer. But for the higher ones above 750, you're going to run into barrier champs, and you'll want to break their barriers, and the overload rounds for the overload champs. Now, me and my buddy, we were going through it. We didn't have the overload rounds, like we did, but we just weren't using them. And we were having a hell of a time. We got through it, but it was way harder than it should have been. So the way I have mine set up is my Braytech Werewolf. I have this one as my overload rounds for those annoying health regenerating robots. And then my Misfit as my anti-barrier rounds. This is the gun I use most of the time. This one I only use every once in a while throughout the game. So my old setup was I was rocking the sniper, and yeah, I didn't use it that often. Like, I used it kind of on the boss and to snipe a couple people, but it just wasn't working. So for this, for me at least, it might help you guys too, but get two guns that you could split up your anti-barrier rounds and your overload rounds between the two. I believe they both work on SMG, so if you have an SMG you like, let's see, let me open up real quick. As we have auto rifles and submachine guns, and then auto rifles and submachine guns. So yeah, you could use those on both auto rifles and submachine guns. And then for me, I like using Thunderlord. If you guys don't have this stuff, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about having my power score or my gear stats or anything like that. Just hook up all your best stuff. Recovery is a great thing to always have. Resilience is alright too. You know? But if you're running, like full mobility or something like that, you're going to have a hard time, especially if you get hit and then have to hide for 10 minutes. Not going to be fun. But get yourself some sort of, ad clear rocket launchers. Even this one. This one's a rare one. It works great. Has great blast area. I'll probably just use this right here for the boss, or if I get in a really bad situation. But yeah, let's jump into it. So I'll be running mine on Hero. That way I get paired up with some other guys. Most of you guys will probably be running Hero as well. Alright. So I got my Misfit. And let's see if I can catch up to my team here. So let's see. Majority of this is going to be just little guys. You won't have to deal with too much. Anti-barrier rounds is great for these guys. They'll pop their little shields, be able to shoot through them still. These guys with shields, even though it wasn't purple, it still shot through them pretty well. The majority of the people here you'll be able to easily destroy with your anti-barrier rounds, even if it's not matching up to Void or Solar or anything like that. Oh, I get shot here. These guys you want to be careful. Don't want to jump off there. Those guys you want to be careful of. Make sure you don't get shot by them. So those two turrets will sit there and one-shot you. I don't know how many times I wasn't paying attention and got shot by one. See, that's the situation when you're like coming up on those. I tend to snipe them, but then having my sniper on me, I always ran into the trouble of dealing with the overload guys. Once I switched to this setup with the overload rounds and the anti-barrier rounds on me, it became a lot easier to push through this. What am I looking for? Yeah, so they're both up there as well. It's not an easy
welcome to the past, your personal
easy run like
has reestablished the conditions of your first visit, and I suspect
they definitely made
much
this
of
one
the defenses leading to its
more
spire.
challenging.
I'm blaming you for this, Osiris.
Blame whomever you'd like. Just destroy that mine.
That was a waste of a grenade.
These radiolaria machines are everywhere.
They are the primary vector by which the Vex remade the planet.
I'm reading arc energy at the pinnacle of the spire. A massive signal.
That would be the root mind. We offed it the first time we were here, but looks like it's fully operational again. That root mind looks right at home in its spire, and we did such a good job killing it the first time.
Doing this again will build character. Every battle is a learning experience, whether you're a Godslayer or a neophyte.
You sound like Lord Shax.
No. Shax sounds like me.
Shielded Minotaur incoming. One of those modules must be generating the field. You've done this before.
If only a certain warlock would stop undoing his work.
I'm contending with Vex in 3 parallel simulations. I'll compose a detailed apology at a later date.
No, he won't.
These are the guys that will pop their barriers. That's where the misfit anti-barrier rounds come in. I'll shoot through them. You can also use Ivana's Vow. Great gun for anti-barrier rounds. Where's an grenade? This is where it starts to get a little tricky. Try and clear some of this. Alright, so this guy is the one you want to switch to your overload rounds. See, now that was easy. Now you could use overload rounds on other guns.
I miss when I was out?
I just went and had this one.
We jumped off a bunch of gravity
So
cannons.
to have another
Does
one
that
on
count?
Actually, yes.
Look at this. This one's auto rifle. Oh, I can't equip overload rounds to that. Alright. Okay. So don't worry if you don't have this gun yet. That's fine. You know, it's not a huge deal. I don't want you guys to think you have to have this gun to make, you know, killing those guys super quick. It's not about the gun. I mean, some of it is, but it's more about, you know, those overload rounds. If you have a assault rifle, or I guess in the standard they call it auto rifle. If you have that, equip it to that, give it a shot.
There's enough arc energy here to power the city for 100 years. I can't imagine how much it took for the Vex to transform Mercury.
Getting close to the boss. Once you find that gun that you like and that you can toss those overload rounds on and the anti-barrier rounds on, this right here will become so much easier for you. For me, I'm still trying to figure out best setup for the boss. That's my bit of a dilemma I tend to have, because I mean I only have so much heavy ammo, and it just takes so long to go and kill them with these guns. There might be a better gun out there that I don't know about to take them down with, or it might just always take this long. But if you find something, you know, try. Don't be scared to try multiple different guns, different setups. I've been holding on to my ult. I need to just use it. Oh, you got this, buddy. Ooh. See, like I said, man, it is difficult. Like, even with those rounds and this setup, it's going to be hard. Unless you got some god tier armor, god tier guns, you're going to have a hard time. You will die. You gotta remember your disruption only lasts so long, and then it could only be redone to him after so long. That's why he's not always stunned. He gets stunned. We're allowed to wail on him, but if it's only me, then eventually, if I can't kill him quick enough, then he gets right back up and starts shooting again. What are other guys? Hopefully we don't all die here again. I kind of just committed suicide there. One of those guys exploded on me. Now this is where the real fun begins. Now you don't necessarily need your overload rounds here. You don't have to deal with those champs. You will have some barrier champs and stuff like that. Or not barrier champs like what you need here, but not like you've seen before, but you know, the basic shielded
network has
guys.
been disrupted.
now the mind itself.
Working on it.
Used up almost all my heavy ammo. That guy's not even half health. That's good. Guess I got a little bit more. Attacking the boss is important, but make sure you utilize your cover and don't let these guys sneak up behind you and kill you. Go.
Root mine has been dismantled. What's next? We're putting out fires all over the place today.
I'll be honest, I can't remember where we left you. We're in the middle of 3 separate simulations.
Push this
We
off,
just
get
met
it
the
out of the
biggest
way.
Vex Cyclops I've ever seen, and we cracked it in half.
Oh, Dendron, right.
Oh.
You're so
look at
good at cleaning up Osiris's messes. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Now get out of there before the simulation shuts down.
Alright guys, hopefully this has helped some. Like I said, no matter what, you're going to have a hard time. Unless you have God tier stuff or just a really good team. For me, it was with random people. I want to show you that it is possible. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, say in the comments what you didn't like. I'm just here to try and give my 2 cents. I want you guys to get through it, and because I know how frustrating it could be. But feel free to follow me on Twitch. It's the KevBot at Twitch. All right. Until next time. Peace.